So with going off of that book, Great Teams, you've had good teams and you've had great teams. What is the biggest difference between the two?
Well, I will say every team that you manage is different. And I thought about this question before we got on because I've had hourly employees that were making $15 an hour. I've managed senior managers that were making $80,000 salaries a year, right? Salary and hourly employees. So you have to manage those people differently. You're not going to have the same expectations out of somebody making $80,000 a year as somebody making $15 an hour. It's just, it doesn't add up. And so I think understanding that initially and getting that in your mind, like not everybody's going to put in 100% work ethic. So you do have to pick your battles when it comes to like lower tier employees. Like that's just part of it. I think there's ways that you can motivate people regardless of what salary, what pay they have. Now, expecting that you're going to keep that person and they're not going to leave is a little short-sighted. Like, of course, they're going to leave and go to a job making more money. You want them to do that. That's how they're successful. But I think finding out what motivates individual people is the most important thing because everybody's motivated differently. Everyone learns differently. And so getting to know the people that work with you is so important. For me, I tried to learn everything I could about my employees. What do you like? What makes your day? What is some of the things you like to do on the weekends? I like to get to know them because that made me connect with them and show them I cared about them even more than just them as an employee. So I think that's a differentiator, like getting to know them as a human and giving them a break. I think is huge. Like a lot of especially new leaders, everything they do is to pick a battle because they're so scared that they're going to get in trouble and that they're going to look weak to their staff. They like overcompensate by being like super hard and super critical. And that's the worst thing you could do. Like just being patient with people, meeting them where they're at. Of course, you have an expectation because they're getting paid, but they're human. We're all human. And I think that's a differentiator. And I think if you do that with a great team, you can make them, or a good team, you can make them a great team if you keep that mindset first and foremost. And I think also like there's a difference between managing and leading, right? That's in so many different leadership books. Like you're not cracking a whip over their heads. You're doing the work with them and you're showing them how to do the work and doing it in front of them. So I really tried, especially when I was an on-site manager, to really work with the team and be present and not like show up late, leave early, that type of boss. I stayed late. I came early. And I think that instills a lot of trust and respect from your team.